I'm Brett McCrae with your farm and ranch news here on northernag.tv. Major relief efforts are underway for the ranchers impacted by the Remington fire that burned more than 196,000 acres in Rosebud, Bighorn, Powder River, and Sheridan County. I recently talked with Bernie area rancher Art Hayes, and he told me that each person's need that was affected by that fire is different based on their loss.
Some people lost everything. They're going to need fencing material, they're going to need hay, if they have any cows survive. Some of us got some pasture left, some people don't have any pasture, but the fencing material is going to be the greatest thing. Between this fire and the McGee fire, I don't know how many miles of fence I've lost, but it's been quite a bit.
It's truly heartbreaking to hear about the destruction caused by that Remington fire. I know I've heard a lot about people that had to put down their own cattle and horses that were too badly burned by that fire to recover. But if there's one positive thing about this situation, it's that it's a reminder of how our local communities rally together to support their neighbors in times of need. Donations of hay and fencing supplies should be made on the Montana Stock Growers Foundation website at mtbfoundation.org. You can also give financial contributions to the Stock Growers Wildfire Relief Fund and the Rosebud County Cattlewomen by writing a check to First State Bank in Forsyth. Stockman's Bank and Opportunity Bank in Ashland are also accepting money for Remington fire relief. The OW Ranch at Decker is hosting a volunteer fencing day for the community September 6th and 7th, and Rosebud County DES is still collecting information on the damage from the fire and can be reached at this number. The Montana State University Steer Year program is ready to accept cattle for another school year. That program, of course, measures those livestock's performance in a feedlot scenario manned by students at the MSU Research Farm. The College of Agriculture will pick up weaned calves weighing between 500 and 800 pounds the first 2 weeks of November. To put your livestock in the Steer Year program at MSU, get in touch with animal science professor Hannah Del Curto-Weifels. We're back with more ag news in just a little bit.
You work hard for your money and need access to it 24/7, 365, wherever you are. Stockman Bank's online and mobile banking lets you live every single moment of your day with confidence to stay in touch with your money. Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking.
Hi again, everybody. Brett McCrae back with more farm and ranch news. The USDA is forecasting the third record large agricultural trade deficit in a row for fiscal year 2025. At $42.5 billion. Here, economist with the American Farm Bureau Federation, Betty Resnick, talks about the causes that are leading to this agricultural trade deficit that is causing a lot of concern for farmers and ag state lawmakers.
A lot of this all boils down to falling commodity prices. Wheat, corn, and feeds and fodders over 2 years all show drops in export value, but significant increases in volumes exported. And that's those unit prices, those commodity prices. Some products, though, especially soybeans and cotton, are seeing both declining export volumes and values. And it's again due to that increased global competition and geopolitical factors.
Before 2019, the last agricultural trade deficit from the United States was in 1967. Lots of those lawmakers are frustrated by the problem and asking the White House for a more aggressive approach to agricultural trade and exports that support the value for U.S. farmers. Turning to your markets, another decrease for cash cattle trade, down $2 to $3, averaging $183 for live deals and $291 on the dress basis this week. Cattle futures lower yesterday on those softer fundamentals. At the public auction yards, the weigh-up market was about $3 to $6 back, possibly thanks to that weakness from the board. Slaughtered cows $131 to $1.43. Slaughter bulls from $153 to $165. At the sheep yards in Sioux Falls this week, finished lambs averaged $165 and topped out at $171. And for the wheat futures, they traded higher on Thursday. That's the fourth consecutive day a good week for the wheat market and a potential change in trend according to those chart experts. The single most prominent bullish factor for wheat markets right now is the severe decrease in French wheat expectations. Their exports this year could be down 60% when all is said and done. Thanks for tuning in to Northern Ag TV. I'm Brett McCrae.